Hello, dear students. Good morning to all of you. As we were discussing about the sources of business finance, in which we have already discussed some national and international sources of finance. In the previous class, dear students, we have discussed about some international sources of finance, in which we were discussing about ADR, GDR, and IDRs. Now, dear students, today we will discuss about some other different sources of finance, that is intercorporate deposit. Dear students, as it is clear with its name that intercorporate deposits are those sources of finance which is created or which is generated by the different business enterprises for demanding a short period loan or for accepting deposits for a short term. Dear students, intercorporate deposits are unsecured short-term deposits made by one company with another companies. These deposits are essentially brokered deposits which led to the involvement of the broker. And the very interesting thing on this ICDs, that is the rate of interest on their deposits is higher than the rate of banks and other financial institution and other market existing terms. Suppose that if the banks are offering 6% or 7% rate of interest on the short term deposits, then ICDs will be 8%, 9%, or 10%, or basically 10% or more than 10%. So, dear students, it is the source of finance through which a business enterprise can raise short term sources of finance, and the basic advantage or the prime advantage of these ICDs that the the transaction is free from legal hassles. It means there is no legal formalities to deposit any kind of amount or to accept any kind of deposits as intercorporate deposits. So, dear students, in intercorporate deposits, first of all, let me clear you all that these deposits, the acceptance of these deposits are unsecured. It means these deposits are not providing any kind of collateral. It means the depositor is not getting any kind of security or any kind of charges against any property. If damages occurred, if the suppose that if the company is going for its winding up or company become bankrupt, then in that situation they do not have any kind of assurity that they will get the payment back or they will have any kind of charges against any particular property. So, dear students, ICDs are unsecured term of the short term sources of finance. Now, dear students, there are three types of ICDs. First is 3 months deposit. These deposits are most popular type of ICDs. Dear students, these deposits are generally considered by borrowers to solve problem of short-term capital adequacy. Suppose that if the turnover is in delay and the capital is blocked in the process of the manufacturing or finishing the raw material into finished goods, or the capital is blocked in the market and it may be released within 2 or 3 months, then in that then in that situation, for fulfilling the requirement of the funds, basically the business enterprises or different companies demand these kinds of deposits or accept these kinds of deposits. And dear students, the annual rate of return on these deposits is around 12%. Now, dear students, second type of ICDs is 6-month deposits. So it is usually made first class borrowers. The annual return as interest on these deposits is around 15%. These have maximum rate of return as interest or maximum interest charges, which is generally taken by those companies which are in extreme need and their projects are blocked, or their projects need a huge amount of capital for a short term period, and by hook or crook they have to start or they have to complete their contract or their tender. In that situation, the company borrows or accepts deposits from the other companies at maximum rate of return, which a bank or other financial institution can never offer to other companies. Now, dear students, third type of deposit, that is call deposits. Dear students, the call deposits, this deposit can be withdrawn by the lender on the day's notice. The annual rate of interest on the call deposits is around 10%. It means, dear students, this is the call deposits basically withdrawn by the lender. Lender means those people who have submitted their money or who have deposited their money in any other company, and now they want to withdraw their money before the maturity period. Suppose that if the money has been given for 6 months or 3 months deposits, or the deposit has been accepted by the other company like in 3 months or 6 months or 1 year deposits, but before the maturity period, if the money lender feels that the amount is required or they are needed for the amount, then in that situation the call deposits can be call deposits is allowed, and the money lender can withdraw their amount by giving 1 day notice or a day's notice before the withdrawal. Now, dear students, on the basis of discussion of the above terms and types, we find some qualities, we find some terms which discloses its features, or we can say which discloses the features of ICDs. So, dear students, the features of ICDs are as follows. First is, these transactions take place between two companies. Dear students, these transactions can take place in two companies, between two companies, and these deposits are always for short term. And since I have already discussed about it, that these deposits do not provide any kind of collateral or security or any kind of charges against any property, that's why these are unsecured. Therefore, dear students, these transactions are generally completed through brokers, and the deposits have no organized markets, because these deposits are directly going to be surrendered or accepted by particular company to any other particular company. And on these deposits there is no legal formalities, but from the point of view of the lenders, these deposits are very risky. These have very high risk. If the business enterprises do not get success and suppose that the company is going for its winding up or bankruptcy, then the money lender cannot claim for claim on any property for the settlement of their debt. They will be treated as a simple creditor like unsecured creditors, and they will get the payment like other unsecured creditor will get their payment. So dear students, now I think you have got the today's topic, that is intercorporate deposits. Tomorrow we will start the new chapter on the discussion of the small business enterprises. Till then, thank you.